This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football and basketball season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. We're in the thick of football season, and I'm sorry for all those New York, Baltimore, and Tennessee and New Orleans fans, but don't you worry. That's why we have Prize Picks to keep you going for the rest of the season. Week 7 football was something special. 2 words, Bo Nix. I hope you had more on Bo Nix for some fourth quarter magic. And for all you basketball fans, welcome to the fun on Prize Picks. Speaking of fun, there's a special max discount promo live on the board right now for Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers game on October 21st. Steph Curry is discounted, only needing more than half a point to win. Mix and match players from football, basketball, and baseball to build your dream lineup today. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks also offer injury reboots. If your player leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Pick won't count it as a loss. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, and my partner and co-host, that's Liberty City's own. That's Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Now, you know, Johnny was watching his team take apart LSU, and he forgot he had an appointment already scheduled, so he's running a little late. He'll be joining us shortly, but I'm sure he's very, very excited about the beat down that Texas A&M, and they look really, really impressive today. They took apart LSU, and we're going to get into that game. But Brian Kelly, you're on borrowed time, bro. You're on borrowed time. So if I'm you, I'm telling my agent to go and put some feelers out there. I'm interested in the Penn State job. I'm interested in every other job because LSU is not about to be interested in you at the end of the season. Go ahead, Ocho.
I got a question before you go. Is he really on borrowed time, understanding how great and how good the team is he actually played? One of the few teams that are undefeated in college football. So are they really basing them losing to Texas A&M as a reason to be fired?
He's lost other games. He said he came to win a national championship.
Okay.
Is he closer to winning a championship than when he got there, or is he further away?
He might be a little further away.
Okay, yeah, okay. So that explains. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to personally thank you for all your support and your continued support, because without you, none of this is really possible. Yeah, it'd just be Ocho and I sitting over here talking, but you guys make it worthwhile. You join. Sometimes we come on like we're supposed to, and then other times games go into overtime, and you wait it out with us. We come on at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we still have 10, 15, sometimes 20,000 fans in the chat, and we can't thank you enough. So we really, really appreciate that kind of support and love. Make sure you check out my Shea by Laportier. Now, if you can't find that in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. It's the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. I advise you to compare. Try other premium VSOP cognacs, and I know you'll find this the smoothest, best tasting cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and be safe. Check out my media company, Shay Media, on all of its platforms, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. As I mentioned earlier, Johnny's running a few minutes late. He's going to join us. We got a very, very special guest joining us a little later in the show. Vanderbilt star quarterback Diego Pavia will be joining us. Big win today against Missouri. That was very, very impressive, the way they battled back and found a way to win that ball game. But the game we just watched, Texas A&M moved to 8-0 the first time since 1992. They've been 8-0. They took apart Ocho. They looked very good. And Marcel Reed, who had 2 turnovers coming into the game, so he had 2 turnovers in the first 2 games. He had 2 today. One, the ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. The guy made a heck of a play. The other one, he just stared the guy down, and the
Yeah.
safety read his eyes and did a great job of
Perfect.
picking the ball off. I commend Reed for getting him down, because if he don't make that tackle, the guy's probably going to have 103,
House
104
call.
yards
House call.
return for a
Yep.
touchdown. But when they came out in the second half, the score was 18-14 LSU. You saw what the final score was. They just systematically just took him down. Concepcion, he caught a touchdown early in the game, and then he took a punt back, and that was the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back. But Texas A&M looked really good. They're one of the best teams that I've seen play college football this year. Them, Ohio State, Indiana looked really good. We're going to talk about the Alabama, who had to fight back from an 8-point deficit in the fourth quarter on the road, found a way to get that done. But Ocho, watching this game, Texas A&M against LSU, what did you like about what you saw from LSU?
Listen, from what I saw in the game in its entirety, not only Texas A&M, I thought it was going to be a good game. I thought the game, the way it looked in the first half, would obviously creep into the second half, and it would be more of an exciting game. But obviously, what I saw in the second half is one of the reasons why Texas A&M is one of the better teams in college football. The adjustments that they made in halftime, I'm not sure what coach told them offensively, especially defensively, but they dominated the entire second half. Almost as if LSU didn't even belong on the goddamn field. That's how bad it looked. They dominated in all three phases of the game, including special teams as well.
No, what he told them, Ocho, think about it. They turned the ball over. They're driving the ball.
Yeah.
They have a 72-yard drive that ends with an interception in the touchdown in the end zone. So they're about to score there. At worst case scenario, they're going to get 3 points.
Yeah.
So they're about to score there. They're driving the ball again, and the guy tips it at the line of scrimmage, and the linebacker picks it. So I'm sure Coach Elko, all he told him is like, guys, if we take care of the football, we can beat this team. They don't even belong on the field with us, because that defense was really getting after Nussmeier.
Hey.
They really didn't do anything. They got points off turnovers.
Yeah.
If we take care of the football, we don't feel they could beat us. We don't feel, first of all, I don't feel they should be on the field with us.
Right. Hey, I kind of felt bad watching the game. Honestly, I felt bad for the quarterback. I felt bad for Nussmeier.
Yes.
Hey, I really felt bad, because when you're in a situation like that where your offensive line is getting dominated, you continuously keep getting hit, and you have to hold your composure. You can't show any emotion as a quarterback, especially when your offensive line is playing bad. You can't fuss at anybody individually, because, I mean, that has to suck as a quarterback. And it's funny how all quarterbacks, regardless of what level you play at, that you have to keep your composure and contain, not getting angry when your O-line is just allowing you to get obliterated. Obliterated. How you say it?
That's right.
Obliterated. Yeah. That's it. I never used that word before. I've been working on my big words.
Yeah. I mean, did you go look at it? Texas A&M went right down the field, boom, score. Right down the field, score.
Quick.
And they just turned the ball over. And if you look at the second half, they scored 35 straight points. They got 21 in the third quarter, and they got another 14 in the fourth. LSU tacks on a late touchdown with under a minute to go. But the game, all intents and purposes, once the score got to 28-18, I didn't feel, because I really hadn't seen LSU consistently drive the football.
Right.
I didn't think at that point in time, unless Texas A&M turned the football over, I didn't feel LSU could do anything to keep up with them. So unless they got to, force A&M to turn the ball over, if they can get a scoop and score, something like that. But other than that, I didn't see, based on what I had saw up until that point.
Right.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see enough fight in LSU to make me think that they could come back and win this ball game. Nah. Texas A&M, Manziel Reed had another outstanding game. He threw the ball 12 of 21, 202, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 13 rushes for 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball 40 attempts, 224 yards. That's 5.6 yards a carry. And they had 4 rushing touchdowns. And they had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Manziel Reed threw for 2 touchdowns. They had 4 rushing touchdowns on the ground. So they did a number on LSU. And for me, just looking at it, it's time for him to go. I mean, sometimes, Ocho, your words just fall on deaf ears.
Yes, sir.
And I understand in college, because of the turnover, you see it more in pro football, because the guys stay a little longer.
Yes.
But his words are not resonating. Then I mean, and in this game is not indicative of anything. So I'm not just basing it on this game. But what's LSU's record? LSU
I think they were 5-2. They lost tonight. I think they're
They
five and
lost the
three.
previous week. No, they're 5-3 now. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they were
five and
5-2
three.
coming into the game.
Yeah, I was right.
And it was the teams that they were losing to. Losing to this team, but it's how they lost.
Right.
Sometimes it's more important how you lose than that you lose.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Penn State. It wasn't that they lost.
Right.
It's how they lost.
Lost. Yeah.
It's how. You
Mm-hmm.
can't keep losing to teams that you're favored to beat by 20. And that, granted, they weren't favored to win this ball game.
Right.
But in LSU in Death Valley, and at one point in time, you're down 49-18. Oh, nah. LSU ain't going for that.
You know, and
look, and think about the money that they're paying him and that staff.
yes,
We talked about this the other night, Ocho, is that college football is getting a lot like NFL because you're paying college coaches and they're getting these premium DCs and OCs,
right,
and you're paying a big staff, and you having to pay players now. So this long leash that you normally would have,
you ain't got it no more. But also this is the problem. At what point? I know we always point to the coaches. We always point to the coaches, the money they're making. Obviously, you're paying players now. But what happens when the players aren't playing at the par, despite the money they are making at the college level? Hell,
Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna say, what happens when the players aren't playing up to par, despite the NIL money they are making, and it's always the coach's fault. I mean, that's unfair. If we don't have the players, even though they're getting paid, we don't have the players to compete with the better teams. Well, hell, how is it my fault as a coach? I can only do so much. I can only teach and coach so much. At some point, the players got to execute the goddamn, you know what? I'm going to say curriculum. The goddamn curriculum, shit.
Who recruited those players?
Okay, you're right.
Those are the players that he said gave him the best chance to do. He the one that left Notre Dame. Normally, coaches don't leave. You don't leave Michigan. You don't leave Ohio State. You don't leave Notre Dame. You don't leave Alabama. You don't leave places like that. Now, if you're going to go to the NFL, I get it. Yeah. But you don't normally leave those programs and go to another collegiate program.
Right.
Those are the best of the best. He left Notre Dame, said he wanted to compete for a national championship because he didn't feel he could do it there. Although he had been in the national championship game with Notre Dame, and they got the brakes beat off him by Alabama. So he had been in that before. Just say, you know what, guys, LSU offered me a ish ton of money, and I'm going down there.
Wait a minute. Now, along with getting an ish ton of money, also understand the pedigree of athletes that come through LSU. That come through the boot, your Justin Jeffersons, your Jamar Chases. So I'm thinking that pipeline of great players, not only receivers, but other skill positions as well. I will always have an opportunity to get them coming through here.
Oh, you mean like Malik Neighbors? Oh, you mean like Brian Thomas Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
Oh, and he ain't win no national championship with them guys?
Okay, you got me. You got me. But also, hey, listen, having those type of players gives you a better chance of getting there. Now, do they have anything close to that right now?
Oh, I forgot. If you don't mind me asking, Ocho, who was throwing the ball to them? Not the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh. So what is the likelihood if you're not competing for a national championship and you got three guys that go in the first? I mean, I think Brian Thomas Jr. was the first round. Yeah, he was. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 pick. Malik Neighbors was the first round pick for the Giants. Brian Thomas Jr. If you don't win a national championship with those guys, what makes you think that was probably your best opportunity?
Yeah, when Jaden was there, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
I just think it's time. I think, LSU is probably like, look, man, we're not close. We're not close. We're not, because now you see A&M, they're moving up.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, they're moving up.
Look,
I can live with. If Alabama is doing this to us, I can live with that. That's Alabama.
Right.
If Georgia's doing this, I can live with that. Vanderbilt beat us. Vanderbilt beat us.
This ain't the same Vanderbilt now.
That should never be the same LSU. That should be the same LSU. That should be the LSU that produced all those first round, those high round draft picks, and put player after player after player after player in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I get it. You're right, dude. You're absolutely right. This is not the Vanderbilt that when I was in college and the last 10 years, the last 15 years, just say the last 5 years, the last 2 years. Last year they got Alabama. We thought that
Uh-huh.
was a fluke. This year they come back and they get LSU and they played Alabama really close.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback Pavia had a couple of turnovers, uncharacteristic turnovers. But if you can't consistently, so now you losing to Alabama, you losing to Ole Miss, you
Yeah.
losing. I think Florida got them.
Hey, hey,
I just don't know. I just don't know, Ocho, if there's
mhm.
going to be a better scenario or there's a better situation than what he currently has, and he can't win. He can't win.
Right.
LSU is about they're trying to win the national championship.
Yeah. Hey, you
He's
know what's
not
crazy?
competing.
You know what's really crazy though? If you think about the landscape of college football
Hmm.
and uh you're saying that he needs to be fired because he can't beat the better teams in college football. And a 5-3 LSU team, the coach deserves to be fired. When other coaches and other teams would be elated and happy to even be above 500 and winning and being 5-3.
It's not your record. It's where you are and what's the expectations that comes along with where you are. Hey, yeah, you can be ecstatic about being 5-3, but how close is that getting you to play for an SEC championship?
Right.
How close is that to getting you to play for a college football
Mm-hmm.
championship? That ain't close. That is not
Yeah.
going to happen. So here's another year that's going to go by that guess what? LSU is not competing for an
Right.
SEC title, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be in the college football playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And that's crazy how just having a winning season is not
It's
enough
not
now
good enough.
because
Not in some
the
programs. Not when you're paying
expectations
that
are
kind of
so
money,
high.
Ocho.
Right.
Think about the kind of money that they've invested in this program.
Right.
Remember, Brian Kelly's probably making $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Okay, you paying an offensive coordinator at least $1.5 million. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with the DC.
Mm-hmm.
And then all your other staff. So you might got 15, 16, $17 million invested in a staff. Now I throw another $4 or $5 million on
Mm-hmm.
top of that for NIL. So
Yeah.
I got a 20 million. I'm pumping out $20 million.
Woo, woo.
For what? At least get me to the SEC championship game.
Right.
At
Right.
least let me see what it's like. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
because the college bowl money, I mean the college
Mm-hmm.
football playoff money, that's huge money.
Oh
Let me
yeah,
get some of
absolutely.
that. Let me get at
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. And listen, you know what? And you can blame all the players that came through LSU. Honey Badger,
Yes.
Jamar, Joe Burrow, because the expectation for them, even
Fournette
when they're gone,
and Pat P.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah, listen, the expectations are high. If you don't
Yes.
reach a certain college football playoffs or competing for a national championship, you know what? Even if it's a winning season, it's a fucking failure.
Yes. He said he wanted to go somewhere to compete for a national championship. He
Right.
opened his mouth. Ain't nobody asking that. Ain't nobody asking why he was going down there.
Right, right, right.
Forget the fact that they paid you probably double the salary that you was making at Notre Dame, but that's neither here nor there. Or at
Right.
least money time 1.5 times that what you were
Hmm.
making. You said you want to compete for a national championship.
Yeah.
I believe right now they're further away than they were when he arrived.
Yeah.
So if I'm further away than when you arrived and we're paying you this kind of money, it
Mhm.
doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me to keep paying for something when I know it doesn't work. At what point in time, Ocho, okay, I got this car. And 1 week it's the radiator. The next week it's the transmission. And the week after that it's the catalytic converter. And the next week of that is the voltage regulator. At some point in time, it's just time to get me a new car.
Yeah.
At some point in time, Ocho, it's just time to get me a new coach.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, but Unc, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. And this is for LSU fans in general. Getting a new coach and still having the same players, I mean,
Well, if I think about it,
does anything really change if you still changing the coach? Hey, it's like hey, you got a car, right?
yeah.
It ain't running good because of the engine you got, but you change the goddamn tires and expect it to drive different because you put new tires on that motherfucker.
Mhm.
My bad, on it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're still going to need the players. You're still going to need the talent at certain positions. You need some dogs, maybe 2 or 3 of them. You ain't got to
Yes.
be the whole team, just 2 or 3 that can make a difference, that can impact you on defense, that can make an impact on offense. If you didn't got that, hell, if you didn't got no quarterback, you might as well chalk up the whole season.
Well, Bryce Underwood, the quarterback that went to Michigan, he was supposed to go to LSU. And then the big donors at Michigan stepped in
Yeah.
and, you know, $12.5 million over
Woo.
4 years, they lose out. Now, would he have helped the situation? Maybe, but we don't know. All we can do is go by what they currently have, and what they currently have is not enough to help them compete for an SEC title. Because at the end of the day, Ocho, without competing for an SEC title, how do you get to go to the college football playoff? Because the teams are so good. I mean, you got Alabama with 1 loss. I think you got Ole Miss with 1 loss. You got A&M with no losses. You got Georgia with 1 loss. So where does that leave you with 3 losses?
Right. Yeah, out the picture. And,
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, inside the house in the window, looking through the blinds.
Yeah.
At everybody else.
What's Vanderbilt's record? The Vanderbilt's beat you, so you can't leapfrog them.
Nah.
You still got Tennessee, got a better record than you.
Yeah.
I think Texas has a better record than you. Oklahoma has a better record than you.
Damn.
You see how far you down there?
Yeah.
They're like, nah, that's not what we paid for. I mean, give A&M looked really good. They got up, they hunted the quarterback.
That defense?
Yeah, man. They got up to the quarterback. That offense is really efficient. You got Marcel Reed with those legs, and he can throw the ball. They got guys that can make plays. I mean, the way he threw that over route just over the outstretched guy's hand, and the guy snagged it with one hand.
Yeah.
Spin and took off running.
That was nice.
Yeah. They got a very, very, very good squad. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think they're on the same side as Alabama. I think they're on that same side as Bama.
Hey, speaking of quarterbacks, right? And speaking of Reese and Pavia, I'm not sure if Carson Beck is in the conversation. I still have yet. We in week 8. We going into week 8. I ain't heard nothing about Heisman Trophy. Who might be the front runner? I haven't heard anything.
No. The Ray Reed's played. I think he's in the contention. 8-0 guys playing well. Ty Simpson of Alabama. Mendoza. I watched him today against UCLA. Now, I understand UCLA won back-to-back games, but they leave a lot to be desired. They dropped 50 on them. Won a conference game by 50
UCLA,
points.
Since they fired coach, they won the last 3 now.
Yeah.
Until they met Indiana today.
Yep. Indiana's quarterback is looking good. Yeah, but it's still wide open, Ocho. It's wide open. It's going to come down. Hell, it might come down to a championship game. But I don't think anybody is running away with it.
Nah.
It's not like, oh, yeah, that's the Heisman Trophy winner right there. No, that's not it.
The fact that we're in the NIL money era in general, where players are able to get paid for their services. There has been no one to stand out this year that is a Joe Burrow type or Cam Newton or Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud, someone that just jumps out at you on tape and knowing that no matter what, we have a chance as long as this individual is on the field and has the ball in his hands all the time. We have a chance. There's nothing like that this year.
Yeah. Diego Pavia, who's going to join us a little later. Yeah, he's in the running.
Yeah.
Considering what Vanderbilt normally has been and the way he has them positioned right now. Yeah, they're definitely in the mix.
Hey, you know what? Excuse my lack of knowledge, but just based on watching Pavia the past 3-4 weeks, is it his comparison? Am I wrong to say Baker Mayfield type-ish? Nah. No, yes.
He kind of reminds you more of Johnny, but his runs are more designed than Johnny. Johnny would drop back to pass, and I think they had every intention for Johnny to pass, and Johnny's like, nah, it ain't there.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Right.
But and I think that Johnny is mentoring him because Johnny probably sees himself a lot in him.
Right.
Number 4, Alabama rallied to beat South Carolina 29-22 at Williams-Brice Stadium for its 7th straight win. Jeremy Bernard scored 2 touchdowns in the final 2.5 minutes. Ty Simpson threw for 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Jones returned an interception, 18 yards of the score. Look, South Carolina had them on the ropes.
Yeah.
They go get a touchdown. Okay. South Carolina can get the ball, run all the time off the clock, and get a field goal or a touchdown and win the game. Give Lawson unbelievable credit because they have Sellers locked up, and he rips the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people like, man, what the cornerback's doing? He probably was instructed if they get past, let them score.
Let him go.
The
Yeah.
one thing we don't want to do is to have them run time off the clock and then kick a walk-off field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy, they ran a great call. And Bernard is their best receiver.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa,
I know what Williams and
whoa.
Ocho, he drops too many passes. He drops entirely too many passes. Bernard is their best receiver.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. Stay with me real quick.
Okay.
Bernard is their most consistent receiver. He's not their best receiver. Their best receiver is Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams
Bernard is
might
their
be
most
better in the
consistent
pros.
receiver.
Not right now, Ocho. So
Okay.
you basing everything. And let me ask you a question.
Talk
If
to
you
me.
didn't see last year and you
Right.
just watching this year, what would
Right.
you say that?
Okay, no, but Bernard is actually
Exactly.
their best receiver. Okay.
No.
See,
I can't. Look, we gave him $3 million on NIL money for last
Right.
year. We're talking
Right.
about this year. Ocho, he dropped far too many passes, Ocho.
yeah. He
I
got a
mean,
lot.
far too many. Ocho,
Yeah.
you come on now.
Yeah.
If you that guy and dropping passes like that,
Yeah.
I don't
listen.
know if I've ever seen a receiver like with the ability that he has and knowing
Hey.
what he's capable of
Yes.
to drop as many passes as he does.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a lack of concentration. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But he's dropping routine stuff. Ocho, stuff that he's supposed to stick in his back pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to go back to the basics, man. You got to go back to the basics. Obviously, just like baseball, you have sluggers. Sometimes sluggers go in a slump.
Yes.
Sometimes they go in a slump, and that slump can last for a few games. But once you come up out of that slump and get your confidence back, that's all it comes down to. Not only your eyes and seeing the ball all the way in, but also that confidence in your head. Oh, I'm finna get jiggy with this. And most of the time, that confidence comes with what? With repetition of catching the ball. Not in goddamn practice. Forget doing it in practice. Catch it in the game, catching it early, feeling like you're a part of the offense, and he'll get himself back into a groove. Once you get back in that groove, you'll be okay. Because even me, as much trash as I talk, Unc, if I drop a ball, I got the jitters. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got the jitters because the next ball that comes, I ain't using nan hand. It's gonna hit the 8 and the 5. It's gonna hit the 8 and the 5, and I'm gonna cradle it and make sure I get it. Now, once I get that confidence and I'm feeling like, okay, I can relax now. Now I can get myself back in the groove. Then I'm snatching everything out the air.
Right. Yeah. Ty Simpson was 24 of 43, 253, 2 touchdowns. They pressured him an unbelievable amount of times. Alabama really didn't run the football today, so they weren't able to keep those rushers at bay. Barrett had an outstanding game. The defensive lineman from South Carolina. They got a couple of guys over there that's going to be playing on Sunday. They got some guys that's going to be playing on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And when you can't run the football and a team can just pin their ears back because they were able to stop you with their front four and then come hunt. I mean, they had 23 rushes for 72 yards. Basically 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
With a long of 25. And that was Bernard.
And you know what's funny? If South Carolina was able to stop them the way they stopped the run, if they was to stop, if the back end was able to stop the pass, it would have been a different ball game.
Yeah.
It would have been a whole different ball game.
But when Alabama needed to make plays,
they made
especially not the final drive, but the drive before, and they needed to go down and get points out of it, they were able to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what that's how you measure a team. Okay, when you have to have it, you absolutely have to have it. Can you go get it? Yeah. Can your offense stay on the field? Can you convert third downs? Can you stay in front of the sticks? Instead of being 2nd and 10, can you make it 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5? Instead of 3rd and long, can you make it 3rd and 1 to 3, 3rd and 3 to 5? Things that are manageable. You're not going to keep picking up 3rd and long. You're not going to keep picking up 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 13, 2nd and 14. You're not going to keep converting. The shorter the distance, the more apt you are to convert that. And give Alabama credit, give their defense credit, because when they needed to bow their backs, they did that as well, because they took the ball from South Carolina and put their offense on a short field. But look, I thought I would get more from Sellers this year. I'm kind of disappointed in the way he's played this year. He hadn't been what I thought he was going to be. I thought because watching him last year and seeing how well he played last year, I thought this year he'd come in and just pick right up where he left off and play even better. That was my expectation. And, hey, he might come out and he still might be a high round draft pick. But I definitely thought I would see more from him to more from him this year. One game he got knocked. I forget what game. I think a Missouri game. He ended up getting knocked out of that
Knocked
game,
out. Yeah.
and he hadn't played well this year. He hadn't played well this year. That he threw an interception, and he had that the interception really wasn't his fault. His guy tipped it, popped up in there, and he get a pick six on that.
Right.
But Ocho, you cannot fumble the ball
No.
in negative territory and have it ripped out. You can't let them rip that ball out. Give Alabama credit and give Lawson credit, the guy that pulled it out. He saw they had him. He wasn't going nowhere. So now let me just attack the football.
Yeah.
Did a great job of popping it out. Alabama showed me something. They're still not out of the wood. They still got Auburn. Ash, put Alabama's schedule up. But Alabama, the number 4 Crimson Tide, they're playing well since that first game. I mean, think about that after the first game. We saw Alabama, and we thought Alabama was going to go here, and Florida State was going to go there.
Go
but
there, yeah.
The opposite.
Hey,
Alabama is going here, and Florida State's going there.
Complete opposite. It's a small sample size of where you at, but it's not your true identity. It's too early in the season. It's too early in the season.
They get LSU at home.
That's a win.
They get Oklahoma at home.
That's going to be a good one.
Eastern Illinois at home.
That's a win.
And they're on the road at Auburn, Iron Bowl.
That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a good one.
Because, when you play a rival, it doesn't matter. Throw the records out the window. Because guess what? That might be for a chance to go to the SEC championship game. That might be for a chance to play for the college football playoff. So Auburn say, look, we ain't got no chance for none of that. So you know what? Misery loves company. Well, if we ain't got no lights, you ain't finna have no gas. So hey, I want everybody. Hey, we can't see and you cold. So that works out there. Everybody miserable, Ocho. That's how I look at it. Everybody miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, they go on the road. I mean, think about it. They beat Georgia. They got a very impressive resume. Think about it. They beat number 5 Georgia, number 16 Vandy, number 14 Missouri, number 11 Tennessee. Now, if they beat LSU, I don't know if LSU will be ranked at the time. They might fall out of the top 25.
Right.
Oklahoma lost today. They won't fall out of the top 25. But if you beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranked teams,
yeah,
that's going the committee is going to really find that impressive.
Absolutely. And obviously, the committee not only going to find it impressive, but who moves the needle. Alabama moved the needle.
Alabama travel. Yeah, absolutely.
Economically at that. And you know what it's about when it comes to them goddamn playoffs.
Yeah.
We need to be able to make as much as possible the teams that we choose and have to be on this road. Yeah. And who does that better than Roll Tide?
Roll Tide gonna travel. And I think the thing is, Ocho, in the college football playoff now, the first game is at home. So Alabama's gonna sell out. Any of these teams in the SEC and for the most part, Ohio State, teams like that. Come on, you know what they do.
Yeah.
You know who they are.
Absolutely.
And their fan bases travel.
Very well.
They travel. So, we're trying to get 80, 85, 90,000 in the arena in the stadiums every time we have a college football playoff game. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you play. Alabama's going. Alabama's gonna go. They're gonna pick up, they're gonna load up the RVs and they're gonna go get the Airbnbs and they coming. They're gonna bring that economic boom.
Yeah.
The Ohio States, the Georgias, those teams, they travel.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. Now, the resume speaks for itself. I mean, like I said, number 14, Missouri, number 11 of Tennessee, number 15, Vandy, number 5, Georgia.
Big time.
Yeah. On the road, beat South Carolina. And they beat Georgia on the road. And they beat Missouri on the road. And they beat South Carolina. Now, South Carolina is not what we thought they were going to be.
Be right.
Which is disappointing to me. But hey, I beat who on my schedule? and they're on the schedule, and we beat them. But I was very impressed. You know, Ty Simpson didn't have his best game today. He had Bernard on the over route and just overshot him because if he catches it, he's out the gate. He's gone.
Gone, yeah.
He gone. And he just overshot him, and he knew it. I mean, you see him on the sideline like, my bad. But I like Bernard. I like Bernard. He's consistent. He twitchy. Now, I don't know how fast he is, Ocho, but he twitchy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, man. And but Alabama has to be pleased. Kalen DeBoer, because you know the lady wanted to win the lottery because she wanted him up out of there. She said the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Alabama 70 bit, whatever it take, and he gonna be gone.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, after they lost that LSU game, that's all the whole timeline. It's talking about
after they Florida State.
Him getting up out of there. Well, goddamn.
Oh yeah, man. They don't play. Hey, you got to understand the unprecedented level of success that they've had for the last 20 years. Ocho, they've won 6 national championships. They've played for 2 others, and they've been in the college football playoffs umpteen times.
Yeah.
So think about it. That's when the fan base gets spoiled.
Right.
Every 3 years we win the national championship. Every other year we're playing for an SEC title.
Yeah.
Every other year we're in the college football playoffs. So when Kalen DeBoer lost 3 games last year. Fire him, he got to go. Ocho, this is the 17th time in 18 years they've started at least 7 and 1?
Yeah.
17th time in 18 years that they've started at least 7 and 1. Man, let me tell you this, Bama fans ain't trying to hear no 10 and 3. If it's 10 and 3, it better have a national championship attached to it.
Right.
10 and 3, and you don't 10 and 3, and you didn't play for an SEC title, and you didn't go to the college football playoff. Yeah. Man, please.
Yeah, heads got the roll.
Yeah, they ain't try to hear that. None of that. So is he ready? Okay. We got our very special guest joining us tonight. Today, Vandy had his first appearance on College Game Day in 17 years, and the Commodores beat Missouri to extend the program's best start in 80 years. Better yet, 3 wins have come against AP top 25 teams, the first time in Vandy history, and here he is, a large part of that, the reason why the Vanderbilt Commodores have had success, the quarterback, Diego Pavia. Diego, what's going on, bro? You muted.
My bad. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all having me. I got some people in the background though that want to say what's up.
All right, what's up? Who you got? Hey, that's what's up. How you doing, man?
Yeah. Hey, Chad. Hey, Chad. Hey, I need some feet drills, Chad. Yeah, OG.
Well, bro, we appreciate you. After a big win like that, we know normally you be out probably celebrating with the boys, but we appreciate you giving us some of your time.
Well, honey, you know the party don't start till after 12, so we're all good.
Okay, that's what's up then. That's what's up. So you can't be there when the party starts. You got to walk in and let them know you there.
Now,
DP and
now we're thinking alike, huh?
When this season, look, after last year, what you were able to do, you beat Alabama for the first time in forever. And so now you set expectations. Coming into this season, what were the expectations for you and this ball club?
Well, we set out in January that we want to win the national championship. We feel like we're the best team in college football still. Our defense is really good. Our offense is good. And our special teams is good. So we just put those 3 together. Shoot, you know what it is.
And you, the way you've been playing, you kind of caught people by surprise last year, but the way you played last year, so you know the expectations coming in this year. You're supposed to improve on last year's production. How have you been able to stay even keel? Don't get too high. Don't read the press, the internet, the press clippings, and let everybody pat you on the back and tell you how great you are. You stayed really level-headed, but you played exceptional well this year.
Coming into this year, a lot of people were like, man, Diego's figured out. He's washed. He ain't got it. You know what I mean? Real shit. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Shit, bring it. You know? Come show me. Come show me I ain't got it. Come show me you got me figured out. But shoot, I think the most important thing though is we're a team. Like we all got each other 6. That's how it is.
I like that.
Hey, you're confident. Where you from originally?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. They call it Albuquerque, New Mexico, though.
Yeah, I like it. With the confidence you have, not only the way you play, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, you move, your aura, you move like you him. Where does that confidence come from? Especially at the quarterback position. Most of the time it's frowned upon. They want to be buttoned up and say all the right things. But I like your style. I like your style. And do you think once you get to the next level, please tell me you will remain the same way you are now?
I'm going to be the same killer I've always been. I've been doing this shit since JUCO, you feel me? When no one believed in me. No.
I like it.
I was a negative star. You ever see one of those?
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Sure, yeah.
But the thing is, I'm looking at your numbers. I mean, 10 of 19 and 129. You didn't have the greatest day, but you found a way. When the rubber needed to meet the road, when you need, it's 10-10. And it's 4 minutes in the ball game, and we got to go down and get a touchdown because we're going to put pressure on you. We don't want you to kick no field goal. We want you to come down against our defense and have to get a tub because I'm going to get this in the end zone. We going to get this ball. When I throw it, you catch it. When I hand it to you, just hold on to it because we're going to get this ball in the end zone. And we're going to put pressure on them to make them go down and get a touchdown against our defense. And
I was just in the huddle, and we came off the timeout, and the first play was supposed to go to me, and then they changed it up and gave it to Seti. Seti got it closer or whatever, and I knew that next play. I knew that bitch was going to me. So I was like, shit. Game over.
Hey, so let me ask you this. They throw the Hail Mary, and the guy catches it because the officials at first said no good, but they review it, and then look, he caught it, but he was at the one.
I was like, oh, shit. We're going into overtime. And the crazy thing is that we went into overtime with them last year, too. But the score was 20-20. Right. So it was like, I was like, oh, shit, that shit coming over. But it was going to swing our way this time, you know?
Right. So now, look, you're 7-1. There's still a chance you guys can get to the SEC championship game. Yes. You go to the SEC championship game, anything can happen. You know, you win the SEC, you go into the college football playoff. That's the one thing we know. Whoever moving forward from now until perpetuity, if you win the SEC championship, you're gonna be in the college football playoff. So now, how do you keep this team focused? They're like, look, guys, we really haven't accomplished anything yet. Yeah, we're 7-1 and we're happy. And in the words of Young Thug, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, we 7-1. But now I'm trying, how do I get to be 8-1? So what's your message? What's going to be your message to your team? Obviously, you're going to enjoy the win. You get 24 hours to enjoy a win.
Yes.
What is going to be your message to your team on Sunday?
Well, I think a lot of guys broke up with their girlfriends, so they're hungry themselves. Real shit. Junior just broke up with his girlfriend, so he's hungry. He said feeding the ball, you know?
Okay, that's what's up.
A lot of guys don't got girlfriends right now on the team, so I think that motivates us. But I think going into this next game, it's taking one game at a time. Like Texas is a good team. They won tonight in a critical time, and we'll see them at home. Dude, we're really excited just to get another opportunity to play, though. Our defense is playing lights out. Our O-line, they were coming up to me after the game, and they're like, yo, bro, sorry. And I'm like, dude, we won, you know? But they just want to play better and just, like, become so dominant. Like, that's just the expectation of just being a Vanderbilt football player now is just being dominant. Like, not these little margin wins. It's going out there and just laying it all on the line, you know?
How have you been able to stay level-headed? Obviously, look, Vanderbilt, the program, it's not Alabama. It's not one of these perennial powerhouses, but you're turning it into that because Johnny Manziel put Texas A&M back on the map. It was now when they think of Texas A&M, and they've had good players come out of Texas A&M. But Texas A&M now is the house where they play Kyle Field, is the house that Johnny built. Now you're that guy. You're the guy that's putting Vanderbilt football back on the map. So how does Diego Pavia stay level-headed? And like, you know you the ish. You know that. You know, I mean, you like, damn, what's that smell? Oh, that's me because I'm the dookie. That's me. That's me. So,
Oh,
so how do you stay level-headed to make sure that you don't get too far in front of yourself?
well, one, I do yoga every Monday. That makes you come and just come back to earth, you know? And then on Tuesday after practice, I do a lot of grounding. I'll ground for like an hour. And that usually after that, it's like our full reset. I'm good to go, ready for fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
So what a party at tonight?
Have you ever heard of the street called Broadway?
Yeah.
What are we talking about, huh?
Okay. I like it.
Hey,
I
quiet
like
as
it.
kept, Ocho. Nashville like that.
Yeah.
Ocho,
yeah,
you haven't been?
yeah.
You haven't been here?
I've been to Nashville once. Hey, but listen,
You
hey, DP,
you must like black
you
girls.
listen. Listen. Hey, DP, this is the thing. I'm one that I don't party. I've never had alcohol before. I don't drink. I don't do anything. I don't go to clubs. I like jazz. I like cigars. So I'm really not the fun guy you would like to hang with. And I play video game 24/7. So I'm really
Hey,
boring.
my boy CB too. He don't drink. He don't do any of that either. And he still has a good time
Yeah.
on Broadway. Broadway's a place for everyone. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Diego.
Wait, hold on. Hey, is that an invite? Is that an invite?
Hey, that's an invite. That's an invite. We have 2 more home games. This is an invite for both of you guys to come out and show out.
Hold on. I'll come. Can I come on the field?
Do dogs bark?
Hey, I'll be
Hey,
there.
we might be able to put a
I'll be
helmet
there.
on you. Ask Theo.
Got more. You still got some. How much time you got left available?
Hey, Theo, what's up?
big dog?
What's good?
Oh, what's up,
Hanging
bro?
out, man? How you been? Good.
Hey,
Oh,
all
great.
is well.
Bruh.
Oh,
See this guy, you feel
oh,
me?
Theo.
Miss you. Pull
Yes.
up.
Hey, I got you. Make sure
Oh,
you're
yeah, we're
there.
gonna have a fresh cigar right there on the sideline for you.
Hey, ask Theo.
Yeah,
Vandy over here, they even let you blow the whistle for the start of the third quarter or whatever, huh?
Bro, they got more recruits here now. When I first came, the first game, they had probably 6 recruits on the sidelines. They had one dude in a wheelchair. He was a recruit. And I'm like, what is he going to do? But they said, we might need him. I said, the Lord he just give him some rest. But now, today, they had like
That's
150 recruits, man. It's wild. It's different.
Yeah,
That's
hey
dope.
man, Vanderbilt,
That's dope.
hey, Vanderbilt turning up. They turning up. So, hey, Diego, you got it? You gonna have any more eligibility left after this year?
Yeah, I think I got 14 or 16 years in the league. Hey,
That's
just
what's up. I like
just
that.
sign me
Talk your
up.
talk.
I'll win you a
that,
few of
talk
these.
that.
You feel me?
That's what's up.
I
Hey
like
man,
it.
Diego, man, that's unbelievable, man. So now you with the guy because Theo is in Nashville, so you just go with Theo, so everything gets opened up. Ocho, we might
is
need
the
to go
guy.
down to the Nashville, man. Damn.
Hey, wait, but you talking about? I'm going. Nashville is an hour and 30-minute flight.
Where you
for me.
at?
Damn.
I live in Miami.
No. We
Yeah,
might have
born
to. We might have
and
to
raised.
visit you. We might have to visit you.
Oh, hey,
Nah, we need to come to
bring some of them white girls with you. No? If y'all sparing any, I know y'all like to keep them to yourself.
Yeah. You know he's selfish.
Nah.
You know he's selfish.
No,
Not even the glasses and shit. Both of them.
No, nah, hey, I was gonna come.
Hey.
I was gonna come, but I can't come now because y'all bring
Hey, listen.
I'm on probation.
Hey, Uncle. Hey, DP. Uncle is on probation, and I'm married. I'm married.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
yeah,
cook
yeah.
out at your home, I might be able to come. But since you're gonna be going out, I unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to join you, Diego. I'm
We
sorry.
can leave you guys at the jail cell with my brothers or whatever.
Man,
Hey,
appreciate you. Hey, Diego, appreciate your time, man. Best
Appreciate
of
it.
luck. Stay healthy. And man, hey, I love watching you every single week. Watch you do your thing, man. Appreciate
I
you,
appreciate you guys. That's love, man. I'm gonna catch you guys.
Love.
Ocho, I'll see you here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I see
Shannon,
you.
let's see it. We'll see both of y'all.
All right.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
bro. Appreciate you,
Yep,
man.
love y'all boys, man.
Love.
Appreciate you. Hold
Hey.
on, Ocho.
Hey.
Is it
Hey.
26 already?
Hey, he live.
Oh yeah, you could
Hey,
tell. Oh yeah, he all the way live.
He live. You know what it remind me of? This is my first time meeting him. Just the interaction and the way he carries himself. He's very,
Johnny
very
Manziel.
confident. Hey, he remind me of like Scatterbo, but
Oh
playing
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
I like him.
Oh he all the way live.
I like him. Oh yeah.
Oh he live.
I
like
like him.
the Joker said in the first bat went. Oh, we got a live one here. Yeah, he all the way 1,000.
Hey, listen, that is the kind of quarterback I want to play for.
Oh yeah,
That the type of dude you want to play for.
Yeah.
Like that, man. That's good energy, boy. That's good energy. It's different. It's different than what a quarterback is supposed to be like.
Yes.
It's different. It's authentic. It's raw. Pause.
I can see why Johnny gravitated towards him. Johnny sees, and I told you at the beginning, Johnny sees a lot of himself in him.
Now I get it, and we're not just talking about it on the field either.
Nope.
I like good energy.
Yeah, because Johnny, Johnny got an opportunity to know him outside of the football, outside of the field. Yeah, okay, their height and they kind of play similar, but their personalities and the confidence that they exude, that they instill in their teammates. Yeah, I see why. I really see why now.
That was dope. That was really dope. That was dope.
Yeah, that was he got Theo Vaughn. They won Charleston Southern. They beat Virginia Tech. They beat South Carolina. They beat Georgia State. They beat Utah State. Lost to Alabama. Beat number 10 LSU at the time. Beat number 15 Missouri at the time. They got Texas and Auburn, Kentucky. They got Texas on the road, Auburn at home, Kentucky at home, and then they finish up the season in-state rival Tennessee. Oh man, it was but man, I said you got the eligibility. Say 14 to 16 years in the NFL. That's what my eligibility. Oh man.
Hey, Colorado. That's what?
Yeah, they get the doors blowed off of Ocho. I looked, it was 33-0.
Hold on, what conference is that?
The Big 12, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they playing Utah. It's 43. It's 43-0. It's halftime.
Halftime. Damn.
Hey, Utah good, man.
Man.
Yeah, Utah good. They not ranked. They not ranked, but they can play some ball.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the band gonna be playing a lot tonight.
Yeah. Dang.
Number 8, the Ole Miss Rebs beat Oklahoma 34-26. Trinidad Chambliss threw for 315 yards and a touchdown. Kewan Lacey ran for 2 scores. They were losing. They got out to a lead. Oklahoma came back, and then Ole Miss scored the final 9 points in order to win the ball game. Trinidad Chambliss was 24-44, 315, 1 touchdown. He ran the ball 12 times for 53 yards. They had 41 rushes, 116 yards. John Mateer from Oklahoma was 17 of 31, 223, 1 touchdown. Xavier Robinson had 9 carries for a buck 09, 28 rushes, 136. Team stats, see what happened. Ole Miss had 9 of 21. Damn. When you have 21 third downs, Ocho.
Yeah.
Look, that was a good bounce back win for Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Had a big lead last week, coughed that up against Georgia, and had a lead. Had they flipped the script this week. Lane Kiffin can coach. Now, look, there have been rumblings that he might go to Florida. Florida's going to try to throw the bag because they got – look, when you one of these schools, Ocho, and you trying to land a coach and you one of these prominent schools, Florida, Penn State,
Right.
Penn State is not what they once were, but they still have a name.
Yeah.
You still need a name.
A name ain't gonna cut it, I mean, we've come to realize that the name Penn State, the name LSU is not gonna cut it, because unless you get the certain players, the players that you need, the special, the impact players, it's not gonna work. You're just getting a bunch of guys, and most of the time we get fascinated with 4-star, 5-star. I mean, it's cute. It's cute to be ranked like that, but what are you? What kind of star are you going to be once you on that field? Once you on that field, because we got all these 4- and 5-star rankings, right? And you look at the landscape of college football, nobody's playing like a 4 or 5-star ranking.
Yeah, you're right.
Every week you supposed to be popping out on tape. Every week. If you're 5-star, I don't care who you playing.
You're absolutely right. I 1,000% agree with you. I mean, that's why you was able to get that big. That's why you was able to get $1 million, or you were able to get $500,000 according to your position, was because you were supposed to be that dude. Okay, now show me.
Yeah. Listen. Matter of fact, think about the NIL money. One of the players that makes the most, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Unc, every time he is on the field, you locked in, because something happened. You don't know what, and you don't know when. But you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a 5-star. That's someone that is worth every penny he's being paid in NIL. There are very few of him in the entirety of college football.
Correct.
You know what? Ohio State is playing. I have to watch them because I want to see what that individual is going to do. And the rest of the supporting cast as well is also good.
Yeah. Mississippi, what's their record now? They're 7-1.
Yeah, they lost one.
They're gonna have something. They're gonna have something to say about the SEC championship. I think they're on the side with Alabama. I think they're in the SEC West. But Chambliss threw the ball really well today. I was very impressed with the way he threw the ball.
Yeah,
I thought they ran the ball well enough. Less than 3 yards a carry, but they had 85 plays, Ocho. And so the thing is that when you run the ball, I want to throw it because we're having success throwing it, but I got to give you something to think about. I just can't let you guys pin their ears back and come hunt my quarterback. So I got to give you something else to think about other than this jumping off the, jumping the snap and coming to hunt the quarterback. But Chambliss, he had to throw the ball that well, and we know we know Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Brent Venables is the coach. We know him from Clemson when he had those defense, and we know he's a pressure guy. He loves to come hunt the quarterback. What have they done? They beat Georgia State. They beat Kentucky. This is Ole Miss. Beat Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tulane. They beat number 4 LSU at the time. They beat Washington State. They had Georgia on the ropes, and they let Georgia come back and beat them. They held on, and they beat Oklahoma. Now they get South Carolina at home. They get the Citadel at home. They get Florida at home, who recently fired their coach. And they get the Egg Bowl, where they go play the Mississippi State. So there's a good chance they run the table here, Ocho, and finish 11-1.
Absolutely.
There's a great chance. A great chance that they run the table, and then see what happens.
That goddamn committee.
Committee's gonna have their work cut out for them this year.
Hey,
they're gonna be a lot of teams that with one loss or two losses.
Well, listen, if you got common sense and you already know who the committee gonna pick, you already know who they're gonna pick. Regardless of you having one loss, sometimes even you could be undefeated, depending on who you are, depending on the school.
Right.
But this is all about, at the end of the day, you know what it's about.
Yeah, because I don't think we have those schools. I don't think we don't have a Boise State, Ocho, that was undefeated.
Okay. Right.
That's 13-0, and although the conference wasn't the strongest, they were undefeated. We don't have that this year.
No.
I don't know if the Big 12, Ash, who's in leading the Big 12? Or was that the SMU? SMU lost. What did they? But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have a scenario like what we had last year.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, are we going to get 3-4 schools from the SEC? Are we going to get 2-3 schools from the Big Ten?
Right.
Are we? Because I don't see a Boise State out there. I don't see an undefeated team out there, Ocho. And you're like, okay, this team's undefeated. They won their conference championship. We can't leave them at home
Right.
and take a 2-loss team. Now, with that being said, it's more apt you see a 2-loss team in the college football playoff. So it's gonna be interesting. The committee, they're gonna have their work cut out for them, because I think there're gonna be a lot of teams that have one loss. You know, Ole Miss could have one loss, not get to the SEC title game. You get a Georgia. Looks like Georgia in the SEC. The SEC East seems like they're gonna be okay.
Right.
But you know, you might have a Vandy, a one-loss Vandy, and don't get to the SEC title game.
See, that's unfair.
Yeah.
That's unfair. But I understand listen, watching the committee since they implemented the playoffs, watching the committee and what they do and the team that they pick, I know what the bottom line is at the end of the day. I need the team that are going to the playoffs that are going to generate us the most money. What makes the most sense? That's it. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think there's 12. Isn't it 12 teams this year, Ash? It's 12 this year. So, yeah. It was 12 teams. So, it's going to be very interesting, Ocho. I can see a scenario where the SEC and the Big Ten dominate the slots. I really can see a scenario where it looks like, but we knew eventually it was going to come down that it's going to be basically 2 super conferences.
If you had to take your pick, even though it's really early, we only 8 games in, not only get through the playoffs but win a national championship, who would be your pick this early if you was a betting man?
I still think Ohio State is the best team that I've seen, but I really, really, really like Texas A&M.
Okay.
Watching Texas A&M, I think Bama has an excellent chance. I think Bama. Can you count Georgia out? Can you, man? Like I said, I mean, think about it. Ole Miss, 1 loss. Vanderbilt, 1 loss. Bama, 1 loss. Georgia, 1 loss. Got 4 teams with 1 loss in that conference.
Yeah.
I think Oklahoma has 1 loss, maybe 2 now. Yeah, 2. Oklahoma has 2 losses now, and they still got Alabama on their schedule. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. The Texas Longhorns had a stunning comeback, Ocho, over Mississippi State. They rallied for 17 points down in the 4th quarter, send the game to overtime, and win it in overtime. But however, Arch Manning was knocked out of the game after his helmet appeared to bounce off the ground at the end of the 13-yard run in the first play of overtime. They showed me a little something today.
Yeah.
Arch showed me something.
Hey, he getting better and better. He's getting better and better. A little bit more consistent.
Yep. I'm trying to find the score.
Oh, Arch.
Yep, Texas. Arch Manning, 29 of 46, 346, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Carried the ball 10 times for 6 yards. They didn't run the ball well at all. And so they needed Arch to play like he played. And look, and people gonna say it's Mississippi State, but it's on the road. Yeah. Mississippi State has a decent defense. They had a 17-point lead.
Hostile environment.
Yes, and he threw them to a victory.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that he really couldn't do. He really couldn't do early in the season when they would stop the run, or when the run wasn't good. He wasn't able to do it through the air.
Right,
throwing interceptions, ball sailing out of bounds, underthrowing people, overthrowing people. And what I saw today, calm, relax, in the pocket, when need, extending plays, making throws, which is why his numbers look the way they did today.
Yep.
And it looked promising. He looked promising. So I'm glad he's playing well now. And listen, down seven. They were down 17, huh?
17 in the fourth quarter.
Man, listen, man. That's a part of that clutch gene.
Yeah. They trying to see 428 total yards. They weren't very good on third down, which was one of the reasons they found themselves down by 17. They were 8 of 20 on third down. Mississippi State weren't much better. They were 6 of 19. But at the end of the day, you got the win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it comes down to. Game was really evenly matched. Texas had the ball for 30 minutes and 1 second. Mississippi State had it for 29-59. That's why you saw the game go into overtime. So Arch got a big victory, but they're not out of the woods yet. They still have Alabama.
Hey.
They still got Vanderbilt.
They got Vanderbilt this next Saturday.
They get Vanderbilt at home, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they head into Alabama.
Well, that's a tough 2-game stretch.
No team in college football had won a conference game by 50 or more points this season other than Indiana. And today they did it for the second time. The second-ranked Hoosiers accomplished the feat. 1 month after destroying Illinois by 53, they hammered UCLA 56-50. Star quarterback Fernando Mendoza sat out the rest of the half as his younger brother, freshman Alberto Mendoza, replaced him as quarterback. They putting foots in people, man. They beat hey, man. I ain't lying, Ocho. They beat the brakes off people.
They not only beating people, they beating people convincingly.
Yes.
Convincingly. When you think of Indiana, the first thing you think about when you hear Indiana is you think basketball.
Yes.
You think basketball. You don't even see them as a football school. So the fact that Brother Mendoza and the rest of his compadres are doing what they're doing at Indiana football looks good. It looks good. It's promising.
Yeah, look, before Peyton Manning got there, they were known for basketball in the Indy 500. Peyton turned it into like a football state. Mm-hmm. Indiana, it was a basketball school. Everybody knows what Coach Knight has done for that did their 3 national championships, last one in 1987 when they beat Syracuse. That was Jim Boeheim. Derek Coleman was a freshman. Ronnie Cycler was at Syracuse. They had Steve Alford, Keith Smart.
Hold on. Miami Heat, Ronnie Cycler?
Yep.
Okay.
He went to Syracuse. He and Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman was a freshman. And that was his last national championship because they won in 76 when they had Scott May, Kent Benson. That was the last undefeated team in college to win a national championship. Yeah. 81, that was Isaiah freshman year when Isaiah and them beat Georgetown. That was also the same day the assassination attempt on President Reagan's life. That was 1981. John Hinckley tried to assassinate President Reagan, and they played the game that night. But Indiana, man, that ball club, Kurt Signetti is done. You talking about taking a dormant program and building it into a power?
Yeah.
He's done that. He went to the college football playoffs last year. Here he is, look like they're in position to go back again.
And this is the funny thing about it, is he has the players.
Yeah.
I wonder what they NIL package look like.
Not looking much.
It
don't look like much.
Hey, that's what I'm going to say.
Everybody look like everybody moving forward.
Yeah.
But,
hey, he got some boys in there, man. He got some boys in there. They playing some ball.
They're playing unbelievable football. And he can coach. Like I said, up until last year, I didn't know much about him.
Yeah.
But seeing what he's doing with this ball club and to follow it up, because Ocho, sometimes you can sneak up on somebody. We saw TCU. Sorry, Ash, make it to the college football playoff and then get drugged.
Bad.
Hey. Last time I saw somebody get drugged that bad, I was at a tractor pull. You know, you don't normally see things get drugged like that.
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs drug him. But he has this team playing. They're in position, and it looks like they're headed back to the college football playoffs again. Ocho, the NFL has fined the New York Giants $200,000. Coach Brian Daboll, $100,000. Running back Cam Scatterbo, $15,000 for violating concussion protocol during Jackson Dart's evaluation.
Yeah.
Now, remember, Ocho, they got away with it in New York. Remember?
Yeah. When he was screaming.
And they put Russ in. And he's like, well, you know, he wanted to call a timeout.
Right.
And they like, hold on, bro. We got to go through protocol. this man getting and he coming right back in the game. No. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, ain't working like that.
Yeah. So because the last thing, well, the NFL didn't protect them, so the NFL said, no, we finna stop. We finna put a stop to this.
You got to listen.
Y'all go out there trying to skirt the system.
And people have to understand, especially those in the chat. You have to understand what the NFL is doing, what the protocol, and why they're taking such extreme measures when players get dinged up and they have the spotters that sit high and look low and say, "Oh, you know what? You need to get him out of the game."
He looked
something
wobbly.
ain't right. The fact that the NFL lost the lawsuit to what, 2 eras ago or 3 eras ago? They lost
it was right after it was like in the last 15. I think last 15.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they lost a lawsuit. Oh, I think over $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Yeah.
Where they claim concussions and certain injuries that players had to play through.
Yep.
You know, and so with them losing that, now they're taking every safety measure possible. Every safety. I mean, they're being nitpicky with it. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, if you look like you're bare wrong, man, you coming out. You're going in the blue tent. So they're protecting themselves. They're protecting the shield. And in a sense, it's good. I'm all for safety. But again, at the end of the day, we play a barbaric sport.
Yes.
You understand what you signed up for. There's only so much safety you can provide, you know, with helmets and pads. When you got dudes as fast as they are, as big as they are, running into each other, 30, 40 miles an hour, whatever it may be. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
But that's the thing. I mean, look, they've made the car safer, but accidents happen and people still lose their lives in car races.
Yes.
You got side airbags, you got front airbags.
Yeah.
If you run into somebody at a high rate enough for speed, things are gonna happen. You tip the car over, it's gonna happen. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. But
I like an inherently dangerous sport.
Yes.
And you're trying to make it safe.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
trying to make it safe.
You're trying to make it safe the best way you can by changing the game, the rules, obviously the kickoff and stuff like that to minimize the injuries, but they're gonna happen. They're still happening, and most of the injuries now, it ain't even contact. It's non-contact stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
So they still getting hurt.
Yeah. And so I'm not surprised at this because I heard him talk early in the year when it happened. And they ended up putting Russ in, and he said he wanted to call a timeout. They wanted to see, I said, bro, you do realize everything that you say can and will be used against you.
Against you, yes, it will.
And so they're like, no, we're not finna do that. We're not finna do that. We finna put a stop to this. We finna put a stop to this. Now, next time it's gonna be a bigger fine, and they mess around and end up suspending.
Yeah,
Brian
that
Daboll.
too.
They want to get this message loud and clear. They don't want to start this. They don't want to start this precedent.
Oh no. And you know what? I don't think other coaches are really in a position where they have to rely on Jackson Dart, which makes the offense go. He changes the dynamic of that offense tremendously, which is why he won his ass back in that game as fast as possible, because he gives us our best chance to win.
Correct. And that's why he said I would have taken a timeout if that was all, you know. Hey, I take a timeout.
Right.
But I think they want you to miss a play or two. Actually, they prefer it to be more because they want to do a proper eval. But they need you to miss at least a play or two.
Right.
Former Bengals Vontaze Burfict says he intentionally took cheap shots when playing against the Steelers. He hated Pittsburgh. I didn't hit people after the play all the time. Just the Steelers. F the Steelers. Burfict was given multiple suspensions for violating player safety rules. Did you play Vontaze?
Nah, that he's the era after me. I
Yeah.
think Vontaze is the AJ Green era.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, him and Andy Dalton. Yeah, I was long gone after that, but
Right.
I enjoyed his style of play. Vontaze Burfict would have been perfect during our era. His style of play would have been perfect during our
Yeah,
era.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He'd fit in perfect in the 80s and the 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
He just happened to be born at the wrong time to try to play that brand of football.
Yeah, that's it. But there are
But he
very
got
few.
a lot of people up out of there.
Oh yeah, listen, there are very few people that play the game in that manner, and most people will call it dirty, obviously. But again, it's football, It's football. That's the way the game has been played. That's the way it's been played the last who knows how many years before the rule changes have come, and he just chose to take it into a manner of himself to play it like it was in the 80s and 90s, in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was frowned upon.
Yeah. Well, they used to have segments on ESPN.
Oh yeah,
Jacked up.
Jacked
they had
up.
videos.
Yep.
They have a compilation of all the big hits.
Mm-hmm.
They would package and they would sell it. It was
Yeah.
on DVD. It was on CD. It was on VCR tapes.
Yeah.
And then it was on a DVD. You could just
Mm-hmm.
order big hits.
Yeah.
And there's like, hold on. You glorifying this. You talk about you frowning upon it, but you glorifying it.
Yeah.
You selling it. You're making money off of it.
Yeah, because it made money.
Yes. People like to
Made
see those
money.
big hits. And people like, well, that's football. You have to have an evolution. Every sport is going through an evolution.
Yeah.
And plays that was in the 80s in basketball, clotheslining people out the sky and doing all that stuff. You can't do that anymore. It's called evolution. You got to advance the game. You know better. You know more. So you do better. Vontaze said, yeah, I intentionally took cheap shots at them. Look, there is no love lost between the Bengals and the Steelers. Hines Ward, when he cracked back, they put the rule in. You see Vontaze when he hit Antonio Brown.
Antonio, yeah.
And I think that was a playoff game.
Yeah. I think Juju got him right back.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the way it is. Then Vontaze went to the Raiders and took that brand of football to the Raiders. Like, bro, damn, you ain't learned your lesson.
yeah, man.
Rumors persist that A.J. Brown could be traded before the deadline this season, especially as the Eagle wide receiver has expressed his frustration in the offense recently. Diana Rossini recently interviewed Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie and asked him how he would react if Brown showed up and requested a trade. Lurie said, we do what's best for the team. We don't even consider it seriously unless it's best for the Eagles. We always do what gives us the best chance of winning big. Everything else is secondary. When asked about the internal conflict with the team, Lurie says, we encourage it. We want different personalities, Lurie said. Sometimes in trade or free agency, we'll bring in people that complement those that we have. They're different on purpose. We don't want sameness. Ochos. We didn't hear Jeffrey Lurie flat out deny the Eagles wouldn't trade A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Could we see him in another uniform before the trade deadline?
Hey, Unc,
he's going to miss this game, Ocho. He's nursing a hamstring injury, so he's out.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Unc, most of the time, where there's smoke, there's fire. When you hear rumblings of it come out of nowhere, it has to come from somewhere. I understand when Diana, asked Lurie the question, he didn't answer. He danced around it. And one thing I know about owners, regardless of who you are, they will make sure and remind you that you are not bigger than the program.
Yep.
You are not bigger than the Philadelphia Eagles. When A.J. Brown is gone, whether he traded or not, the Philadelphia Eagles will always go on and continue to do what they always do, compete for a championship. So, I mean, A.J. Brown is still well in his prime. If he's not happy, I mean, we know why he's not happy. There have been many reasons.
Ocho, you do realize the man just had 4 catches, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and then put out a tweet using me, but not really using me. Ocho, come on now, Ocho.
Hey,
I know you can't co-sign that.
Yeah, I didn't say I was. You asked me a question. I'm just giving you a story on the inconsistencies of him not being able to contribute week in and week out. That's all.
Ocho. Okay,
Ocho. He's mad for a reason. Don't get on me.
How you mad, Ocho? How you mad if you catch 4 balls, $121 and 2 touchdowns, and you win, and you catch the touchdown to win the game?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
you say using me but not using me. I'm confused.
wait a minute. Listen, I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. I'm just here to give the message.
Okay, give me the message.
I'm
How is
trying
that possible?
Hey, I don't know, but it is possible because he's upset. He's upset. Matter of
So
fact,
even after you have 4 catches for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're still upset.
yeah, you know what? Maybe it's the manner in which those catches came. God damn, that was a broken play. That was a scramble play. That don't even count. You know, allow me to be a part of the offense authentically, organically, not, oh, Jalen Hurts, he scrambles out to the left and he tells me and he points up for me to go deep. That's a broken play. That's not an actual play. Now I understand the outcome of having 4 catches, 121 yards is based on, those plays, but he was frustrated when he caught the dig route. I mean, not the dig, the skinny.
Yes.
When he caught the skinny. They if you look at the replay, I got the damn quarterback name.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts changed the play. In the replay, you can see him give him this. He put the 3 fingers down.
Mm-hmm.
He changed it to the goddamn skinny. He changed. So I mean, listen, I hope it doesn't happen because I think AJ Brown gives them their best chance to win, especially when they have to throw the ball. There isn't another AJ Brown on that team, if he is to go, that can help. I think they play well off of each other, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. They both do things completely different outside of just catching the ball. So, but one thing about them owners, one thing they will show you that you are not bigger than the program.
In the article published for The Athletic on Saturday, Diana Rossini discussed what's going on with Brown and Hurts. She said those who have studied film can understand why Brown is frustrated. Mm-hmm. An opposing defensive coach told Rossini that Hurts struggles against zone defenses and that Brown becomes MIA when teams play zone against Hurts. Hurts reportedly is sometimes unsure if the coverage looks or whether he'll go deep or check things down. Mm-hmm. So that could explain why Brown might not get the ball as much as he would like.
Mm-hmm. Also, what I like about Jalen Hurts, even though coaches understand that he might be a little hesitant when it comes to the zone defense, Hurts ain't turning that goddamn ball over.
Right.
I'm not turning the ball over. So if I see something and I'm not sure what it is, even if it is zone or it's man, and it's not a clear indication, and I can't process it right away, I'm checking down. Or I'm going to my safety valve, to my tight end. Now, if I have to do that all 4 quarters until they decide to play man, then so be it. And that's exactly the way he plays the game.
It is. And
he's not turning the ball over. He's not turning the ball over. It's not happening.
No. And in zones, you have to throw it in anticipation because guys are going to be moving 3 in and out of windows. Mm-hmm. And he's not as sure as he needs to be to throw the ball with great anticipation. Right. If you notice his big plays, it's always single coverage.
Yeah, always.
Look at what AJ did against the Rams. Mm-hmm. It was single coverage. Look at what he did. Look at what he did against the Vikings. Mm-hmm. It was single coverage.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it's a good thing, Unc, and it's also a bad thing because now AJ Brown is complaining because whether it's zone or man, there's always a hole. There's always a way to get me the ball, but that comes on the other end of Jalen Hurts being able to anticipate those throws in those windows and trusting that AJ Brown is going to always be in those windows. But something like that starts in practice. That happens in practice. So if you're not doing it in practice, it's definitely not going to all of a sudden just happen in the game.
No. No, it's not. And, you got to call plays that are good against the zone that they're running. Mm-hmm. Look. And I think the thing is, Ocho, is that teams are not going to let 2-6 beat them.
No.
And as long as they're able to control it, I mean, look, I can't stay in zone all day. I got to give you a steady diet because even if I stay in zone all day, you'll find ways to, you'll check it down. You'll find a tight end. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And you'll find other ways to get other guys the ball, even if it's not AJ Brown. So I have to give you a steady. When you expect man, I'm gonna give you zone. When you expect, zone, I'm gonna give you man. The question is that being able to decipher it and figure it out in time. But hey, look, it's just hard. People are never going to coincide. If you win the game and you have a monster game like he had and you won, people are like, man, AJ, we ain't trying to hear that. Right. And I know, I get the frustration level. Yeah. AJ's like, bro, y'all ain't gonna be looking when my numbers are not indicative of what you guys paying me. Y'all ain't gonna take it into consideration. He ain't reading it. I mean, he's not good against zone. Y'all not gonna take it into consideration. He's missing me. All you gonna say, man, AJ done lost it.
Yep.
Y'all never gonna say because I play a dependent position. I'm dependent on the guy giving me an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I know what y'all gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to beat y'all to the punch.
See, and that's what I was telling you earlier. That's what I was telling you earlier. You know, listen, they not basing your production on wins and losses.
Nah.
They ain't basing your production on your wins and losses. And that 33, 34 million you making, oh, I need to see the numbers that are indicative of the money you make when that check clear every Monday. And if it don't, that not gonna come at the door. And they're gonna say, listen, I love you, but your numbers aren't reflective of the money you making. How you feel about taking a pay cut?
I think it's hard, Ocho, for him to replicate what he did last year because Saquon isn't running the ball like he did last year. So without him running the ball like he ran last year, now it's hard to get single coverage all the time like you got it last year because they were really trying to put 8 in the box, and the offensive line is a little banged up. The offensive line is not whipping ass like they did last year.
Not the same, no.
I mean, if you watch the game, chat, watch the game, look at the game closely. They're not dominating the line of scrimmage like they did last year. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good offensive line, but they're not dominant like they were last year.
Right.
Dickerson has been banged up, and it started in. Remember, Ocho, he got nicked and he missed the start, and he just basically had to. I think he got it cleaned up, and he ended up playing. And he's been in and out of the lineup. Jorgensen, the center, is not playing like he did last year. Lane Johnson been dealing with injury. Mailata might be dealing with something because he's not as dominant as he once was. They miss Mekhi Becton. I don't know who the guard is off the top of the right guard is off the top of my head, but they're not the same dominant. And last year, guys, they were dominant offensive line that they were last year. They're not that this year. And AJ numbers are indicative of that because they can't run Saquon. Look at Saquon's number. They're not even close to what they were last year. Not even close. I mean, he's barely on pace to get 1,000 yards or a little over 1,000 yards. Last year, he sat out the last game and he had 2,005 yards.
The funny thing, too, about it, most 2,000-yard rushes, the chance of actually repeating what you did the previous season is very, very difficult.
Yeah,
it's very, very.
Well, we've never had a guy that have 2,000-yard seasons. Derrick Henry had the best chance. He had 2,000 in Tennessee, and then he goes and he has 1,900 over 1,900.
Yeah,
he's the first guy to rush for 1,900 yards and not win the rushing title. So that just goes to show you how great a season Saquon had.
Yeah,
but until they can run the football better than what they've run it thus far, I don't know. I don't see a situation where A.J. Brown is not going to be frustrated, not going to be upset or disappointed or whatever term you want to use with the production or the lack thereof that he's giving the Eagles currently.
Yeah. Damn.
The Ravens are facing some scrutiny after abruptly changing Lamar Jackson's status to the official injury report they released Friday. Lamar was listed as limited in practice on Wednesday and Thursday, but was initially upgraded to a full participant in Friday's practice. That implied that Lamar could be progressing towards playing on Sunday against the Bears. Today, however, the Ravens announced that Lamar actually been limited on Friday and that they ruled him out for Sunday's game. According to the report by Ian Rappaport, the NFL will be investigating. They said he participated.
Yes.
But he didn't take any reps with the first team. And it's clearly, the NFL says if the guy doesn't take, if all he goes through is individual, then he doesn't take any reps with the first team, he should be listed as a limited participant.
Right.
Say it now. I don't know what he was. I wasn't there. I didn't see.
Right.
But the NFL, and remember, Ocho, this is why they list the injury report.
Yeah.
They make it public.
Purposely.
Because just imagine if they didn't release the injury report and you see what guys were doing. Allegedly, what they would do, they would call it, man, such and such ain't going to play tonight. So go on and get that out there because it's going to be official. We're going to make it official in the next 2 hours. But don't nobody know that but me and you, so keep that on the hush.
Right. I mean, listen, the funny thing about it is, let's say he was aiming to come back and play, but he was limited in practice and it wasn't enough. There's no
Well,
need to go out there.
but you got to list him as limited. You can't list him as a full participant and then turn around today and list him as limited.
Hold on, listen to me, huh? What if he was a full participant, but he didn't feel like, okay, you know what?
But they lied. They said he didn't take any reps with the first team offense. They said all he did was go through drills. That ain't good enough. The NFL says anytime he doesn't take reps with the first team, you got to list him as limited.
Okay. I got you. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay, I got you.
But here's the thing. You see what happened? You see what happened? They list him as a full participant, which means he's trending towards playing. I'm gonna get my bet in. Lamar playing, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I got
damn.
you.
Now he downgraded to out. Come on, man.
Hey, listen. One thing about it.
You see how that swing the line?
Oh yeah, it's swinging the line. But listen, you got time. You better take that money off the table.
Too late. Hey, you can't. Hey, you giving somebody money back?
Well, hold on. The game hasn't been played yet. If you place the bet before the game happened, you can't get your money back.
But who giving you your money back?
Well, hold on. You know I don't gamble like that now.
I mean, some of them people are like, look, there are some places like at Prize Picks. You bet on a guy. The guy gets injured and he doesn't come back into the game. They won't count it as a loss. But if you bet on Friday that such and such that he's gonna play, let me get my money in so I know they're gonna cover.
Right.
Oh no, you're not getting that back, Bocho.
Oh, shoot! After you listen, you placed a bet that didn't even happen.
Oh, it happened because you already put it down. It happened. It did. It happened. It happened. So now, Prize Picks also give you 5 minutes after the base bet is placed, so you can cancel the bet. Well, Ocho, if I bet on a Friday, and this information don't come out until Saturday afternoon, I'm stuck like Chuck.
Okay, now you messed up.
I'm stuck like an elevator with a bad song on it. I'm going to the top. I gotta listen to this boy job. I'm on the first floor, Ocho.
Yeah, I remember the days, but you know, they used to when I used to go to Vegas, man, back in '83. You know, they used to call I was the whale back then, huh?
That what they call you?
Yeah, they used to call me the whale. Yeah.
You know what I used to do, Ocho?
What?
I don't do it no more now because like before people like knew who I really was.
Right.
Say I'm going to the 4th floor, and then somebody said they going to like 16. I hit all the buttons in between. See y'all. Ocho, don't you go doing that, Ocho, because I know that's something you do right now.
Hey, that's right up my alley, man. That's right up my alley. I like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? That was, probably couldn't do that now because that's gonna make TMZ. That's gonna make something.
Yeah.
Whew. Ocho.
Take your time.
Cowboys have placed Trevon Diggs on injured reserve Saturday as he continues to deal with concussion symptoms following an accident at his home last week. Diggs will miss a minimum of the next 4 games and be eligible to return Thanksgiving against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the 3rd straight year that Diggs will spend at least a portion of the season on injured reserve. He missed 15 games in 2023 after suffering an ACL. He missed 6 games last season with a knee injury that ultimately required surgery. Ocho?
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Stephen Jones, as you can pull that up, Stephen Jones says, I'm going to let Stephon, when he talks to the media, tell you guys what happened in the incident at his home. Now, they said it was a slip and fall. Now, when the owner, when one of the mouthpieces of the of ownership, Stephen or Jerry says, well, we're going to let him tell you about the incident. Now, people have been reporting that it wasn't a slip and fall.
What happened?
It was a knock and fall, but that's neither here. I don't know.
A knock. I ain't hear this one. Now you gonna have to update me
because they said it was 2 hits. Looked like he got hit and he hit the floor. That's what the internet is saying. I don't know, But
Okay.
for somebody to say, well, I'm gonna let if I tell you, man, Ocho is not gonna, I come out and I say, well, Ocho had an issue going on, and then I come back later and say, well, I'm gonna let Ocho tell y'all what happened.
Hold on. You ain't trying to say I know ain't nobody put their hands on my dog. Now
That's what the chat be. Look at your chat. What your chat said?
hey chat, y'all let me know. Hey Trevon, boy, you need I'm here. You hear me? Hey, holla at your boy.
Ocho, how bad is this for the Cowboys? Diggs out of the secondary. He hadn't been
I
the
mean,
same since he hurt that. Ocho, he hadn't been the same.
yeah. I mean, listen, he missed 2 previous seasons. Obviously, the one with the ACL tear,
Yep.
you missed
After he got the
15
big money.
games. Obviously, the following year missed 6, irritated that a little bit, and obviously the situation that's going on right now, where I don't know what's going on or what happened, but now he has to miss a minimum maybe 4 games. They
Yeah,
put
he
him
got to
on
miss at
IR.
least 4.
Yeah, so listen, they still have brother Deron Bland. Brother Deron Bland just got paid, and he's making that payoff work because his play is matching up to what he was just paid. I think he's next in line to be CB number 1 for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And because he's playing well, I'm assuming at some point they may be willing to let Trevon Diggs go.
They are.
And listen, if they do let him go, right down in the 513, we welcome you with open arms. The number 7 is open. The number 7 is open. You can come help us get our defense going because we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So it's one thing. One team don't want you. There's another team that will be accepting.
He's predicated on he's at his best when they can pressure the quarterback because he likes to guess.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Cincinnati's going to be the best for him because y'all don't generate a whole lot of pass rush. I don't know if you want. I don't really want to know if you.
Let me tell you something real quick now.
What's that?
Even though we don't generate a lot of pressure, right?
Yes.
We got a brother that's out of Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Chat, y'all stay with me right now. He is emerged as CB number 1, playing phenomenal football this season, even with a bad defense. His name is DJ Turner. Matter of fact, if you don't know about him, I suggest y'all do me a favor and watch film. Look at the stats, look at the numbers, and what he's been able to do the entirety of the season thus far against some of the better receivers in the league. He's been very consistent, very even keel. So I think even though we don't get the pressure you'd like on the back end, we add Trevon Diggs over there. We got some good young bulls out there, especially at the second level. We work on that D line. I'm hoping Trey Hendrickson is not traded before the trade deadline. I keep hearing rumors. I keep seeing stuff about that too. To me, it doesn't make any sense. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just think the injury, because I'm trying to figure out, man got a slip and fall. You said a concussion. Now you put him on IR for 4 weeks.
Yeah. Why would they do that? So hold on. They put him on IR. That means they bring somebody else.
But I mean, somebody from the practice squad gets brought up because you got a roster spot available.
Right. Okay. I got you. So that makes sense. Sense.
It just seems suspicious because Brian Schottenheimer said he had a slip and fall.
Right.
Stephen Jones said, Ash, did you find that article? Stephen Jones says, I'll let Stephon, when he's available to talk to the media, I'll let him tell you.
You mean Trevon?
Trevon, I said Stephon. Trevon Diggs.
Yeah. Well, did he talk to the media yet?
He ain't gonna talk. He on the injured reserve, so he gonna have to talk when he gets back.
Okay. I'm sure he gonna see this. Hey Trey, yeah, hit me. I do your dirty work. Whoever got a problem, tell him holler at me. I can fix the situation. I'll rectify that shit quick. Yeah.
I don't know if you want them problems, Ocho.
Yeah, I want them problems. You got my dog. You got my dog missing 4 goddamn games. When you want to watch the Dallas Cowboys, you want to watch CeeDee Lamb, you want to watch George Pickens, huh? You want to watch Dak Prescott, and you want to watch Deron Bland, and you want to see Trevon Diggs out there. That's what we want to see. So whoever took that away from us, yeah, I'm saying us as a football fan, not a Cowboy fan, just as a football fan in general. Yeah, you got my dog missing goddamn 4 games. So whoever's responsible for this, Yeah, you better hope Trevon don't hit my line. Matter of fact, Trevon, if you watching this, text me right now. Text me right now. We handle this. Get this shit. We'll get this shit quick done in a hurry.
Man, Ocho.
Yeah, man. What we talking about, man? However they want to do it, you know. I mean, we can go from the shoulders or we can go from the hip. I mean, how they want to do it? Wild Wild West. Shoot.
Yahoo Sports during spot on 103 to 105 to 3 to fan. Jones said that Diggs had several things going on pertain to the past injuries. He also had he's had several things going on pertaining to the past injuries. So there are things we're looking at there. We haven't ruled out injury reserve, so we put him on that look like tomorrow. When asked about the possibility that Diggs may have played his last game with Dallas, Jones said that the Cowboys haven't even gone there yet, which leaves the door open to Diggs potentially not being back at all in 2025. What you mean you ain't gone there yet? Oh, damn, Ocho, we're in the middle of the season. What you mean you ain't gone there yet?
Hey, man. Anytime the Cowboys organization, man, them folks in the positions of power, hey, they sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they be talking like they don't talk with the kind of respect that the player deserve. I don't like that. I don't like that.
What you wanted them to say?
Show some respect.
How long? Chat, this the same man say he like when it's honesty.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I just don't
Was
like.
he honest?
Hold on, listen to me now. Stay with me real quick. You see how they did Michael Parsons. You see how he took shots at Dakota Prescott. Now, you know, you're throwing subliminals and beating around the bush when it comes to answering questions about Trevon. Like, hey, man, we ain't got time for that, man. We ain't got time for that. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I pay a visit to Jerry's World. I pay a visit there. I get them together. Now, if you got something to say, you tell me, and I relay it.
Because when you look at it, Ocho, I mean, he was benched earlier this year. They took $500,000 from him because he didn't show up. They didn't think he showed up enough for offseason rehab. So it didn't get off to the best start. They take $500,000 from you. So you feeling some type of way because that's a nice chunk of change. I don't care if you're making $19 million a year. That's a nice chunk of change that they took for you, not from you. Now they benched you. Okay, you come back, and now they put you on IR.
Hey, sometimes relationships end, and most of the time, you know, they don't end on good terms, and that might be where we headed. That might be where we're headed. We had a good run. We created some great memories, but I think it is best that we part ways. That's what the Cowboys are saying subliminally. And I think Trevon Diggs understands that, understanding how the business works, how the game works. And he's going to have an opportunity to play again. There will be many suitors for a veteran presence, you know, of his caliber, understanding what he can do. So it is what it is. It's the nature of the business.
It's just hard. I mean, you a corner, and you have an ACL injury with all that planting, cutting, driving.
Yeah,
that's, you know, that's why, you know, I take my hat off to guys that play a skill position, wide receiver, DB mainly,
right.
And they have ACLs and they come back and able to pick right up where they left off, because that's a lot of stopping and planting and cutting. The knee has to be stable, and then you have to be stable mentally.
Yeah, to be able to make the movements necessary to be able to compete out there. You're right. You're right. Damn.
So we'll see how they go. All right, it's time to play Play or Fade, presented by Prize Picks. All right, Ocho. Jamar Chase, 87 yards against the Jets.
Yes. 100. Matter of fact, make it 187. Man, who we talking
Ocho
about,
say
man?
yes. I'm taking Ocho.
Absolutely.
Justin Fields, less than 169 yards passing against the Bengals.
You know what? That's a good one right there. Now our back end has been playing really well, but we can't get any pressure. So this might be a game where Justin Fields throws for over 200. This might be a game. So if there's a game that he's going to have it,
excuse me, I just need 170.
I think this is a game he'll get it. I'm just being honest. This is
Okay, we going more.
Yeah.
Tua, okay, this is gonna be a good one, Ocho. Tua, one interception, more than one interception against Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, he ain't gonna throw. He ain't gonna throw none.
Who?
Tua, he gonna throw one or less.
He done had six in 2 games. You think he ain't gonna throw in this game?
Where's Atlanta on takeaways? Ash? Where are Atlanta? Where are they on picks?
It ain't about where they at in takeaways. It's understand. Man, listen. It's like being a receiver. Once you drop a ball, the chance of you dropping another one, it's bound to happen. If you're a boxer and you happen to get knocked out once, the chances of getting knocked out again, those chances increase significantly. If he got 6 picks in 2 games, the chance of him throwing another pick against the Falcons, it's gonna happen.
I ain't listening to Ocho. Huh?
See?
The 8th in takeaways.
Yeah.
No, he got to have more than one. That means he has to have 2.
More than one. See?
Oh.
Yeah. Listen to me. Listen to me,
Well,
man.
Ash wrote it wrong. Say 0.5. Tua will have more than, because it says more than one interception. So, Ash, you messed it up.
Yeah.
Now, come on here like you normally do, like you were yelling in my ear, talking about Trevon, not Stephon. Now, come on there to my ear right now and say 0.5. Yeah, I didn't write it. She over here. Chad, you ought to hear, I wrote it wrong. Yeah, you did. You did. Absolutely, you did.
That mean I was right. I was right all along. Stay with me.
All right, we'll give him one. Cade Otton, more than 37 receiving yards for the Bears.
Hey, but that's
they've been throwing the ball to Lovelace.
Hey, that's 87. Who the Bears playing?
The Saints.
Oh, oof. You know what? I don't trust it.
You say less?
Yeah, I'm gonna say less.
All right, Ocho say less. We're going less. Jonathan Taylor, more than 1.5 touchdowns against Tennessee.
Yeah, yes. All
right.
Jonathan Taylor on fire, man.
You're going to have at least 2. I agree with you, Ocho. $25 to win $300. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's good to be right. John Jones and Alex Piata both said today that they would like to face off against each other at the White House event slated for June. 2 of the UFC's biggest stars publicly called out each other on Saturday in an immediate aftermath of a very disappointing UFC heavyweight title fight between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane. Pereira wrote on IG, "Let's make the heavyweight division great again." Jones responded, "I'd be down to bring the highest skill level to the White House. I appreciate the respect you've shown. Let's dance." Ocho, we talked to Dana about doing that during the Canelo Crawford fight.
Yeah.
Could this be potentially the biggest fight in UFC history?
It absolutely goddamn well can be the biggest fight in US history. Listen, not only fighting at the White House, I think I'm not sure what's happening, Conor McGregor obviously being on that card.
He ain't fight. He got a suspension for 18
Yeah,
months.
listen, he got a suspension, but obviously even with him not winning some of his last fights, he is the biggest draw if he's ever to come back. Boom, he's out the equation. The next biggest fight, John Jones, Pereira, at the White House, on the lawn. Magnificent. There's really no other card or any other matchup that you can put together at heavyweights that would be equivalent to this. It just makes sense. It makes the most sense not only for the fight, but also for the pockets.
Right.
Because everybody's going to want to see that. And when would this fight happen? Like, do you have a date, just a time and date?
I think it's in June, isn't it? In June?
Oh, next year.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Celebrate
So,
the 250th anniversary of the U.S.
okay, listen, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. So obviously, John Jones and Pereira, this is for both of you. If y'all need a tune up, if y'all need some training, you need a grappling partner or a sparring partner,
Nah,
just let me
you
know
don't
I'm
weigh
available.
enough.
Huh?
You don't weigh enough.
Come again?
You don't weigh enough.
Hey, can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
Like if it came down to it and I had to, and I was in the dark alley and I had to get to the other side, I beat John Jones' ass or Pereira. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'm just letting you know if y'all
Well,
boys need, if
unfortunately,
y'all
I'm not.
again,
Unfortunately for me, I'm not going to be in a dark alley with either one of them.
I mean, cause you gotta have this, I got this right here. I don't care who it is, I don't care who it is. Ray Lewis, James Harrison, John Jones, Alex Pereira. I don't care if it was King Kong, but we gonna thump.
I got a
You hear me?
permit, so that's what I got. But I ain't going.
Hey,
Yeah.
like Adrian Broner said, anybody can get it. Now I might not win. Like Broner said, I might not win, but we gonna go to
Man,
work. We
but you
gonna work.
also heard brother talk about, man, I'm getting cooked.
Hey, 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 Broner, hey, he is, man,
Man, he was hilarious, Ocho.
hey, funny. Hey, that's my dog, man. Funny as hell, man. Oh
But
man,
that would be you look.
that's
And
gonna
the
be
thing is,
nice.
Ocho, I mean, think about it. At the card at the White House, we gotta have some American to win a fight.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can't
we
have
get
all the Americans lose or not any Americans on the card.
right, right. So
John
listen,
Jones is our best chance of winning.
of winning or getting one fight at least.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Who else can we put on the card? The American fighter that's gonna get a win. I know it's gonna be a great event, but you can't have something in your backyard representing America and
Right.
America go
It ain't
get
none of us.
blanked.
Yeah. I like that. Well, you know they can go ahead and put your boy. They can put me and Debo on that card too now.
Yeah.
That'd
That
be
way
a
we're gonna
good.
get an American to win.
That
We get an American to win.
hey, that'd be a good one. Hey, Dana White. I know you're gonna see this. Listen, we talked. I asked you, when we sat down in Vegas, put me and Debo on the White House card, please. Please. We could be the first fight of the night. Yeah. First fight of the night.
Now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
Hey, that'd be nice, huh? What you think about that? I come out in my nightcap stuff, nightcap mouthpiece, and James Harrison have on his
Debo and Joe.
Debo and Joe out, man. Hey, I beat Debo so bad. I have his nose on his forehead. You hear me? I have his nose on his forehead so he can smell what he's thinking. That's how I'm feeling.
That's how you feeling?
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Boy.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy, you know we cool, but the house is divided tomorrow when my Cowboys take on your Broncos. Yeah, we're going to put pussy y'all, Doc, just so you know that. Kristen Fields, keep the same Ryan slander up. Don't change. Guys, what you want me to do? The guy's been inconsistent this year. So you want me to base everything on what he did last year and just disregard what he's doing this year? Y'all know how this works. In sports, you have to update your resume on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
You don't get to say, I was great last year and play like some stir fry this year and we just forget like what we see. Everybody see Ryan Williams is not playing well. He's been inconsistent. Far too many drops. Jason Zeldorf, Prime gets so many excuses for his team being bad. They weren't good. Halloween came early for Coach Prime. He will have nightmares from this butt kicking. Ocho, what was the final score?
Hold on. I got a PP.
Put it up right quick. See what that final score was. Let's see what this final score was. In the oh man, it's 46-0. Oh Lord. At least they're at the Utah 24, so maybe they get a touch. They don't get shut out. This is horrible. Damn, time. No, ain't no excuses. They're not good. Ain't no excuses. I mean, let's be realistic. The difference between, and I'm not going to excuse 46-0.
What was the score?
The score is 46-0 with 11 minutes to go in the game.
Okay, but hold on. This is the good thing. Now let's look at the positive. All right. They scored 43 in the first half, right?
Yeah.
At halftime, it was 43-3. So it's only 11 minutes to go.
They ain't scored nothing. Colorado hadn't scored.
But listen, they held them to 3 in the second half.
Yeah, the starters didn't play the second half. But anyway, as I was saying, Colorado doesn't have the expectations LSU does. Now, That doesn't excuse time for not losing games or losing like this. Mm-hmm. But to try to compare Colorado to LSU without the staff, without the resources, without the horses, is just a false equivalence. Now, if time was at Florida, he's at Florida State, and he was losing with the expectations, that's one thing. Mm-hmm. Not to excuse him. This has been a disaster this year. Now, I didn't have expectations. They lost their 2 best players. Yeah. Well, 3 of their best players. Jimmy Horn, who's playing in well, he was. I don't know if he still is in Carolina. Yep. Travis and Shador. So I didn't have the expectations. So I want the chat. I want y'all to tell me what did y'all expect realistically. What did y'all expect Colorado's record to be?
It's hard. It's gonna get hard, man.
Nobody had said Prime had college football playoff aspirations. If you didn't make the college football and your quarterback, the best player that won the Heisman, Jimmy Horn, if you lose your players like that, you think you're going to be better or worse this year than you were last year?
I mean, you're right.
Look, I get it. I get a lot of y'all. Y'all don't like Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Y'all want Coach Prime gone. I get all that. And it's been a disaster season for Coach Prime. He's had a lot of issues going on, but nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about your health. This is what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Hey, get well soon, Coach. And the moment you get back out there, people don't want to hear about that. That's just the way life operates.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Especially in sports, Unc.
All
they care about is wins and losses.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, they got it 1st and goal at the Utah 1, so they're gonna score a touchdown.
See, told you.
Hopefully.
Hey, you know what I just thought about?
What you thought about?
Hey, as I sit here and think, right?
Yeah.
Hey, chat, tell me what y'all think about this. Dana White, I know you probably gonna see this too. How about me versus Nate Diaz? Because I know Debo probably gonna be scared.
Caden Salter is out of the game. He's 9 of 22 for 37 yards and an interception. Utah quarterback was 10 of 22. They don't play. Utah done played 3 quarterbacks, Ocho. Well, one quarterback was 10 of 22, 142 touchdowns. One guy got Ocho. One guy got 20 rushes, 151 yards and a touchdown. Another guy got 10 carries, 145 yards and a touchdown. One guy got 8 carries for 25 yards. So 43 carries for 330 yards.
Jesus Christ.
We've been talking about this. We've been talking about this all year when they still cannot consistently stop the run. How many times have we seen teams rush for 200, 300 yards? You ain't winning. I don't give a damn where you play.
You ain't got them hogs up front, huh? I mean, the hogs you do got up there, they ain't got enough rocks in their back pocket, like you say. It's hard to stop the run. You ain't got no meat and potatoes.
10 carries for 145 yards. You giving them 14 and a half yards a carry?
Hey, listen, it's hard, boy. It's hard.
They need to get this ball in the end zone. That's what they need to do. Obviously, Utah's going to do everything they can to keep him out because I'm trying to pitch a shutout.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado's going to do everything they possibly can to get the ball in the end zone because he doesn't want to get shut out.
Right.
OTA Ray, Utah should be flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct for what they've done, what they're doing to Colorado. Yeah, they put, but that's what you do.
Yeah, that's not sportsmanship.
Yeah, it is. I do. See, here's the thing, Ocho. Coach told me, say, son, if we beat a team bad, we do them a favor.
Right.
We let them know that you don't have what it takes to compete with us. Because see, if the game is close, you're gonna say a player here or there. When somebody beats you 46-0, when somebody beats you 50-0, they beat you 46-7. What do you tell your team? You were right there. We were close.
Nope.
No, beat them. Run the score up to let them know what you have isn't good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
East Coast Cam, tell your boy Prime to get better coordinators. They play calling is horrible. They might as well get Chat GPT at this point. Hello, have they scored yet? Oh,
What channel they playing on?
I don't know what channel it's on. I'm just looking at the what you call them. I'm looking at the Colorado call a timeout. They call a timeout. Terry _ T60. All Indiana sports teams are rising to the occasion. Fever, Pacers, Colts, Hoosier. Caitlin Clark effect is real. She inspires greatness. The Fever got a lot farther than I thought they would without Caitlin. But guys, Kelsey Mitchell is sensational. She's an all WNBA, all NBA player. Aaliyah Boston took another step forward. They're going to be really good. The Pacers, they went to double overtime last night with OKC. It took Shea 55 points in double overtime to pull that thing out. The Colts have been the surprise of for me, has been the surprise of the NFL this season thus far, Ocho.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thought they would be, excuse me, playing this well with Daniel Jones. But they're playing sensational. The defense is getting after people. Jonathan Taylor is Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
They got skill position players that are really, really good. And we knew that. We talked about the skill position players. We talked about the offensive line. We said all they have to do is get competent quarterback play with the skill position players and the offensive line that they got. That's all they need. And Daniel Jones is giving them more than that. Shakur said Ash don't appreciate being timed out and ain't even do nothing. She did. She gave me faulty information. Philly talk with PA. Find it funny that y'all don't talk about when Josh Allen and Justin Herbert struggle in zone when they have better play calling. Keep it a buck. See what you do, bro. I ain't gonna even entertain that because you always trying to find something to Ocho. It always come down. Y'all talking about the black quarterback. We Ocho and I ain't gonna finna dignify that. Come with something better, bro. We not finna do that rage ish over here. Fizz, New Jersey. Let AJ read some more books on the sideline. AJ said he done ran through all the books he gonna read. Trey Turner said, man, Unc said halftime like the guy said stop sign when he got pulled over. Yeah, man, hey, look. At 43-0, what you gonna go out there and do? Mess around and get somebody hurt?
Nah, it's 46-6.
46-6 now? Yeah, see, they scored. Okay.
Yeah, they did
they
did the tush push.
Did they?
Yeah.
Can y'all please tell me as a professional how in the world is Frank Gore able to play all those years with no knee pads? Hey, I don't know.
Hey,
I don't think he had no damn thigh pads either.
Hey, no, he didn't. And his pants was way, way up above his knee. Like he had on some damn some shorts.
Now you gotta have knee pads. Now, I don't know how having knee pads help with concussions, but hey, I don't know how knee pads help with torn ACLs, patella sprained MCL, PCLs, or any other ligament in there. I don't know. But the NFL deemed it like, hey, you got to wear knee pads. Hey, they say you got to wear knee pads. You got to wear knee pads. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us again today. Unfortunately, Johnny wasn't able to join us tonight, but hopefully he'll be able to tag in with us next week. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, and there is my partner and co-host. He's very excited the Bengals finally won a game last week,
Are
and
we
so
gonna
he's
whoa,
talking.
whoa, 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 whoa. We gonna win tomorrow too.
Y'all play the
We gonna
Jets.
win. We gonna what that don't matter. It's an NFL team.
Barely.
It's an
Just
NFL
just the
team.
logo. Just the logo. That's it.
Hold on, who the Broncos got tomorrow?
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, that's a loss.
No, you've been saying that for the longest.
Yeah, that's a
You've been
loss.
saying that for the longest. But anyway, I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you for your support on nights like this. Make sure you check out my Shea by Laportier. Head over to laportier.cognac.com and grab you a bottle if you can't find it in a city or state near you. It's the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Compare it, try others, and then try Shea by Laportier. We think that you'll find out and know what we've been knowing all along. We have the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go check out my media company on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out in the chat. Texas A&M, Molly Wops, the LSU Tigers by the score of 49-25. They scored 31 straight points in the second half to pull away. And Texas A&M is 8-0 for the very first time since 1992. Alabama squeak-sided victory 29-22 against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Thank you guys again for joining us. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow night after the game. Thanks for joining us, y'all.